here's the thing, we as, righteous, us as Christians have too long been waiting for some type of lottery God, a God that teaches us that, to be poor is righteous somehow, but the Bible doesn't teach that. The Bible does teach those who, try to get riches without working, that here's, it'll go away quickly if you do get it. And then, seeking out riches will pierce you with many sorrows. The Bible does say that. But it does say as well, Jesus said to make friends with, with filthy lucre, with filthy mammon. And what does that mean exactly? Well, let's go back to Proverbs. And it says, I don't have because I'm driving, but anyways, in Proverbs, it talks about, and we've all heard it quoted as Christians, is that the wealth of the wicked, the money of the wicked is laid up for the righteous, that we will inherit their riches. But we don't read the rest of the scripture. It says, because in the ground of the poor lies much fruit. That is part of that scripture. What does that mean? It means that we got to work and find ways to make money. We got to find ways to be friends with money, that we use money. I seen a rich guy just on the video the other day, and he had a backpack, and on the backpack he goes, "Would you buy this backpack for $1,000?" And the interviewer just laughs. Said, "No way." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "That's the way the poor think. They think, how much is this going to cost me?" Where the rich thinks, what am I going to get out of this, and what's in this bag that's worth that $1,000? Because what happens if there was $99,000 in this bag? Would it have not been worth the $1,000? That's, my friend, is what we got to focus on, is what can we do with our money that's going to make us money, that's going to make us wealthy, instead of just throwing our money out, just, or hoarding our money. Many of us have been taught, save, that's the most important thing to do is save. Well, you can only save so much. And then what happens when you die? That's what happens when you die, because the Bible also, go back to Proverbs, it says the wealthy leaves up riches for their children's children's children. 3 generations, Look at Sam Walton, his kids, all of his kids right now is on the billionaire list. Just thinking about that. Most of us, are people who have parents that were rich, maybe $1 million, 4 kids, you all divide the money up and now you're poor again. That's not wealth. So what we got to do is figure out how to leverage our money where that money is coming in. Let's say by buying real estate, and not just a single family, you're not going to make that much money. But if you buy let's say a 36-unit apartment, now you got wealth that is building. And that's how we got to start thinking, is how to invest our money, where to put our money that's going to make us more money. And not so worried about, what we're going to get, that inflation is going to take our money and we're not going to have money to buy food. Because if you got $1 billion, I don't think you care about inflation taking your money for food. So friends, this is where I believe the Bible said in Proverbs, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. Because you know what? And then Jesus told us to be friends with, filthy lucre, filthy mammon, and so, you know what? Become friends with money. That's what Jesus said. That's what it says in Proverbs. Don't let the enemy take this from us anymore, because you know what, friends? We are to walk in the power of the Lord, in the power of His righteousness. And we can't, if we're struggling to pay a bill, if we're struggling to feed our families, how in the world are we walking in righteousness? How in the world can we help the poor man that's on the street? How in the world can we help each other that in the church or anywhere else that is struggling and they haven't learned these concepts and they're struggling? How can we help them if we're poor? I tell you, we can't. And so, let's get rich together, my friends. Let's make friends with money, because that is our bread. That is who we are. We are to build wealth. Let's get wealthy together. All right, I'm signing out. This is Bill.